Hello guys, you are welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to address some certain things about job application. Happy about it? Yeah, definitely. I know some people are actually having issues when it comes to winning big in their job application. Truth be told, I know most time you feel you've actually done your best, and eventually when you apply for the job, what happens? You get things like this, and this. Now, you need not to tell me about the emotional implications, because personally, I knew what I actually faced when it comes to job application, winning big, and some other things, because I had to apply to over 50 jobs before I actually got it right. So why do you have to go through that experience? No, this is where I feel sharing my 3 strategies with you will go a long way in shaping your wins in the subsequent job application. But before we start, if you are just seeing my video for the first time, I am Tobie by name, and this is Tobie Content. Do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, a shout out to you guys. Thank you for always turning in on my channel to watch my videos. As always, you know I don't under-deliver. I deliver content that converts in no ramification. Now, can we begin? Hey guys, you're welcome back. But before we begin, I've got to ask you a very honest question, which is this. Each time you are pushing your job application, what kind of resume do you apply with? I've got to ask you. I mean, if you're the type that has always been applying for job with old-fashioned resume, I mean, the kind of resume that has your date of birth, your state of origin, your marital status, and some other archaic contents that you don't even need. To be honest, you don't really deserve a job, honestly. If you are the type that is just getting started, you're not so sure about the process of the application, maybe you are meant to submit a CV or a resume, I'll simply say that I've done a whole lot of explanation on which documents goes, okay? And you can simply find that attached above here on my channel. I'm going to be showing you the ABC process on how to go about it. Now, the very first step is the preliminary, so which is you transforming your resume from the old to the new, to the modern copy, okay? Obviously, this is what I call the preliminary stage, and essentially is just for you to remove the irrelevancies from your resume and keep it up to date, okay? Okay, let your resume look something like this. Obviously, there are other formats out there that you can copy, but this is what I use often. So basically, once you are done with that, then we jump right into the next step. Now, this is the first step. You need to go to this website, which is Resumeworded. So essentially, what you're going to be doing there is for you to be able to do the ATS testing of your resume. So essentially, so what is ATS? ATS simply means an applicant tracking system. So it is a software that manages the recruiting and hiring process nowadays, so including job posting and job applications. So it organizes information about job seekers and makes it searchable. Without mincing words, a resume that is not ATS certified, stands no chance in the job market today. So you really want to be sure you are doing the due diligence before you even get started at all. In fact, Resumeworded is actually a user-friendly website that you don't really have to stress before you get started. So this is a basic profile you can actually choose, that describes you. Basically, when you sign up, you sign up with your Gmail. So just to tell you how easy it is to actually do on your own. Then the moment you do that, you select exactly what you actually wanting to do. You upload your resume, and once you upload the resume, it will do the evaluation by itself, just to tell you what your resume ranks, to tell you how well you stand in the competition before you even get started. All these you can do on your mobile. You don't really have to get a system before you get started with it. Now the analysis is going on. Let it be true. Then I think it takes a few moments to get done. Now at this point, we're going to be having a kind of feedback. So it says the resume actually got 56 or something or thereabouts. I want you to be sure that this review can be subjective, obviously. So it doesn't necessarily mean that, whatever you have here will determine your success out there. But then it is just to give you insight on certain things you can actually, adjust. So this is, this is what we have here. So we have certain parts concerning, the dates mismatch and some other things. So then I'm just going to do a kind of tour all around just to see, unnecessary sections. So it's just giving me the highlight. So I'll be selecting those things on the left hand side here. So while it comes up, then there are some other particulars, some other sections that actually came up along the line as well. So which it's claimed had what really reduced, the content of my resume. So initially, the very first time that I was going to use a resume worded, so what happened was that all the bullet points on my resume, everything was flagged, just to tell you how much it has actually improved at this time. So that was when I actually got, things right with writing resume and some other things. So just look at it. Doing this is for you to do due diligence with your application before you even get started. Somebody who has been able to foreground this kind of thing, you adjust the basic things, and even though at some point you might be asked to pay a certain amount of money before you can actually proceed to use a resume worded. Obviously, you don't really want to edit anything on their website. You don't have to pay. It's just for you to have the insight. Then you go back to your mobile or your laptop. Then you do the necessary corrections as you deem it fit. So it's as simple as that. So this is already 58%. By the time I fix the necessary parts that I'm supposed to fix, so this is what I got eventually. Just for you to know that it works. So then once you do that, you would definitely know that you stand more chances, in the course of your application. Now let's have the second step, which is what? Boolean LinkedIn job search. I don't know, maybe you know anything about Boolean search or whatsoever like that. So it looks something like this. Now for Boolean search, it's actually a form of search engine process, but it's just different in a way that it uses operators like and, or, and not to combine keywords. It allows you to refine search results for a database or search engine. Now before I show you the practical, we really need to try out the normal search process that everybody knows. Okay, so let's just try to search for these keywords, which is content writing. This is actually a form of job, right? So we need content writing jobs, right? Looking at it, the keyword that we input in the search bar came up with different search results. So that involves individuals that have content writing as a job title, as positions. So, and it's included some other job posts that we can actually see there. So many of which had been posted for days and they are not even current. So I was going to create some kind of loopholes for the results, and it is not going to give us the accurate outcome that we're actually looking for. So now we want to try the alternative, which is the Boolean. Now a quick one, the Boolean search, what it simply means basically is that you can search for two things using and, or, and not. So by joining them together in inverted commas. Okay, so that is what we'll be doing here. Then I really want you to pay a rapt attention to this. We're going to be searching for content writing jobs on LinkedIn, so using the Boolean search. So this can actually be tried on Google and any search engine basically. So we have content writing, the inverted comma, and hiring. So in case you've not been putting this kind of thing in front of your job search, you got to try it now. So what do you have? The very first thing, can you see this? Like the random search that we had the first time, so the Boolean gave us exact thing that we're actually looking for. So but then this job is 2 days ago, right? So we can have the next one, which is 6 days. So the next one 1 day, then 3 days. So but basically all this signifies that these jobs are the exact match to the keywords that we actually input. So you know what we're going to do? we just want to tweak some certain things. So this one is 20 hours ago, right? So we can tweak some certain things here to turn it around and make it, be within something within 24 hours. We need jobs within 24 hours that are actually still trending that we can apply to. So that is exactly what we're going to do now. Similarly, Boolean search will also enable you to have early access to job posting. Okay, timing is one thing you don't really want to mess with. Honestly, even if you had the best resume, if you applied for a job late, it might actually inhibit you from winning that job, to be honest. So time is one thing, and one of the ways you can actually beat that is using this process. Here we go. So we're going to change this date posted to past 24 hours. So let's see what we're going to have here. So can you see? So the very first one is how many hours ago? Just 1 hour. So the second one, 16 hours ago. So this is exactly how everything will come. They need to fall within that span of time that you've actually scheduled. And recall that you are not actually looking for the job under the job search channel. You are actually under post. So because so many employers will post these things on their page, on their timelines, and it's actually expected that different people approach it and pick it up from there. So unlike the job channel on LinkedIn that is usually saturated with different applications, you can find your job research this way, and trust me, the result is going to be something wonderful. To conclude, let's quickly search for a job title which is Human Resources Manager, and let's see if truly this works. Okay, can you see the first one is 16 hours ago, second one 1 hour ago, and so the list is endless. So it depends on what you're actually looking for and if you tweak your keywords correctly. Here we go, guys. So this is going to be the third and the last step, so which is Indeed platform. So on this platform, I believe so many people are actually familiar with it, but then if this is your first time seeing it, I can assure you it's actually a great way to start with too, because I actually got an offer from here as well, which came with an amazing package. So basically, the first thing you really want to do is you need to sign up on it. So the moment you sign up with your Gmail, or you have a Yahoo Mail or whatever, just sign up. Then you will be able to set up the category of company you are looking for, the job title, job language, locations. It gives you the leeway to really optimize for the kind of job that you are looking for. So this can actually be done on your on your mobile. If you have a laptop, it can be done on your laptop too. So like I said, the first thing you want to do is to get your CV ready. So once that is ready, so you customize your Indeed profile for the kind of job that you are actually looking for. So on this side, we have a job role for a content writer that is fully remote with a very rewarding compensation. And essentially, this is just to tell you, Indeed is a trusted channel you can use to explore jobs, opportunities. Okay, so this is where we're going to end this, guys. To sum up, this is going to be the end of this video. I think you'll be able to discover the 3 strategies that I promised you at the beginning of this video. Now, go back and do your homework. Ensure you applied all the steps that I showed in this video. And if you still feel something is not really clear to you, don't forget to reach out to me under the comment section. I'm readily available to respond to your questions. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.